Well, at least 25 people are dead in an explosion at the headquarters of Mexico's state-run oil company. More than 100 others are injured, and rescue teams are searching the building for survivors. The explosion reportedly happened in the basement of a building adjacent to Pemex headquarters, one of the tallest buildings in Mexico City. It's not clear what caused the blast, but one newspaper reports it may have been the result of a gas leak. Well, Mexico's president says at least one survivor has been pulled from the rubble, and search crews will be working through the night looking for more.
The drama unfolded on live television. The images show significant damage. Windows blown out, paperwork and debris scattered. Emergency workers raced to treat those with the worst injuries. Some were airlifted to hospital. With many dead and more injured, this major incident prompted a major response. The serious nature of the situation reflected in the urgency of those sent to deal with its aftermath. These were the lucky ones, workers who'd escaped unscathed as the tower was evacuated. Some had frightening accounts of what they'd experienced.
We saw the explosion, and all the windows in the tower came down. It was very strong.
They evacuated the tower, and I was trapped in the elevator and scared.
I hurt my foot, and there are 26 or 27 floors in the building. So we went down the 28 floors very slowly, and it was alarming to see the Red Cross here. We don't know what happened.
It's still unclear what caused the explosion. Speculation in the Mexican media suggested some sort of machinery malfunction, but one unnamed emergency worker said it was caused by a gas leak.
Right now, we are working to explore the basement to see if there are people trapped or more bodies.
Several thousand people worked in the building, which houses Mexico's state oil company Pemex. It's not clear what caused the blast, but it's not thought to be terrorism. A gas leak or electrical problems both in the tower and in neighbouring buildings are among the possibilities. Andy Milburn, Sky News.
Emergency services cordoned off the area around the building. It's the latest in a series of fatal safety incidents to have hit Mexico's oil monopoly. One rescue worker thought the blast was due to a gas buildup. Another report suggested that a machinery room on the lower floors of the skyscraper had blown up. Mexico's interior minister visited the scene and warned that the number of dead could rise.
Well, it's unclear because they're still saying there's more than 100 injured, and some of those have been taken to several hospitals here in the area. For several hours, they said the death toll was at 14 now. It's been pushed up to 25. The Interior Minister, Miguel Ángel Osorio Chong, who was speaking at this press conference just a few moments ago in the building behind me, which you may or not be able to make out in the dark here, said that no one is going to speculate as to the causes of this blast, and he left it at that. This was after hours earlier there'd been tweets from Pemex about evacuating the building because of electrical faulty substations and generators. So there was a lot of speculation earlier here in Mexico about what the cause would be, but the government is saying they don't know what it is and they're going to investigate it fully. Meanwhile, you have the head of Pemex who was in South Korea working on deals on oil platforms there, has cut that trip short, and he's on his way back to Mexico to head up the investigation here at the company, at Pemex, the state oil company in Mexico City.